Hello everybody, SlimKirby here, and welcome back to more of the Mario and Luigi Partners in Time Let's Play. Last time we finished up the Star Shrine area, we beat the Elder Shrooboid, we got all the pieces of the Cobalt Star, and we also took care of a couple of other loose ends that I wanted to take care of before we started heading to the endgame. And I actually grinded up a couple of extra beans as well, because there is one more badge I want to pick up, and that's actually why we're here right now in the Princess Peach's Castle sewers, is because I wanted to get the badge that's worth 60 coins here at the shop, because it's going to be a very helpful badge, especially for this last area, and I'm going to get into why that badge is very helpful for this. So we're going to go ahead and trade our beans for badges, and we're going to get this badge right here, the treasure badge. Defeat enemies with items and get the items they were using. So this badge is actually very valuable for the sole reason that this basically kind of improves basically the odds that enemies will drop certain items. So I'm actually going to give this to Luigi, which I know might seem a little weird because the PAL badge is really good. I might put it back once I get the stuff I want, but the reason I want the treasure badge is in the last area of the game, there are two rare pieces of equipment that you can find, and if you find them, they're really, really good. You can get basically a pair for each bro, and again, they're just really, really good. They're very powerful. It's, I think, the one use you'll get really out of the treasure badge, because in most cases, enemy drops will be just like simple things like mushrooms and stuff, or bros items, but the fact that you can actually get like actual equipment from some enemies, particularly to enemies in the next area, I don't think it necessarily hurts trying to, you know, very quickly get the treasure badge and see if you can farm those, and once you do, like, you'll pretty much be set from that point on. So we might put the big PAL badge back on Luigi once we're done with this area. But for now, I think it's definitely good to kind of keep it on just to see if you can maybe get out those rare pieces of equipment. I want to say the odds of them dropping the equipment is like 15%, but considering the treasure badge is pretty much a guaranteed drop, like it means they'll guaranteed have a drop, it will definitely better the odds, because there's, in a lot of cases, you just probably won't even get the item that you're looking for. So, like, you won't get a single item at all. So, the treasure badge kind of helps you find that a little more easily. So, I think it's definitely worth using for this next area. At least from what I've noticed, that's how it works. So, yeah, with that, we are done with all the kind of small backtracking I wanted to do in that section. So we're going to actually start heading towards the final area of the game, folks. So in order to get there, we need to go upstairs twice. Not the tower where Gritzy Desert is, but this staircase over here. The balcony, I think, is what it's called. The technical area of the game. Since it kind of goes, I guess, behind the castle. So yeah, and with that, I think we're ready to go. So let's jump into the final area of the game. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are heading to the Shroob Castle. Well, it's still Princess Peach's castle, but it is in complete Shroob possession now. And I guess another thing to mention about the treasure badge, since Luigi's wearing it, Luigi has to get, like, the final strike using a bro item, so keep that in mind. You don't want to necessarily just use the Mario's badge, the ulti-free, just to destroy everything. By hinges and handles, the Cobalt Star is reacting with extreme agitated words. I don't like the way Stuff Will speaks when he does, like, the something-fication or whatever. Just speak normally. Just speak normally and say back to adventure like you need to. So yes, the Cobalt Star has opened the door, and now we can gain access into the fray here. Stupendimus! Now we can gain access, if you follow. The Shroobs have certainly made this their stronghold. Loathing cycle activated. Remain alert and keep your eyeballs open, all of you. Back to adventure! Man, this is the most he's said back to adventure in this one recording session than he has since the first session. It's about time, Stuffwell. It's about time. Okay, so let's enter the castle here. Obviously, we're going to be getting attacked right out of the gate here by these enemies. These guys are Tashrubas. They're basically like the enemies we've seen before, the Tanumbas. Although these guys, I pressed the wrong button. What the hell is wrong with me? These guys are obviously a little faster. They got more HP. They're a little more dangerous. As you can see, they actually poisoned Luigi right there. So that's basically what they're about here. Now for Luigi, let's go ahead and just to demonstrate, we'll go ahead and use a mixed flower here. Again, basically what I'm going to try to do is, if I kind of get close to running out of the item, I'm going to stop using that item with Luigi and just only use it with Mario. I don't think we'll get to that point though. So here, as you can see, because we used an item, we're going to get an absolute drop. We're going to get 2 Ultra Drops. So, I want to say that right there in that fight by itself, like we got an Ultra Drop, but then, because we used the item, we got a second one on top of that. So, that's again, just kind of the advantage of using the treasure badge. It's like you kind of get those guaranteed drops. And on top of that, could get the opportunity for some bonus drops as well. I'll go ahead and take 5 HP for sure. I don't really have to say much about the Tashruba's attacks. Again, they're very similar to the their earlier variants. They just have, obviously, more damage output. They're stronger, they're faster. You actually do kind of need to cycle the jumps right there. That's pretty much all that needs to be said. So let's go ahead and... Well, I don't need to do that against these guys anymore because we've obviously seen their drop now. Now keep in mind, we are in the final area of the game, so the enemies here will start hitting pretty hard. So that's why I went through the process of buying like all those mushrooms and everything, because at that point I knew we would need them. So in this room right here, we do have another enemy, and this is an enemy that we do want to actually fight, I believe. Oh, no, it's not. Never mind. We'll still fight him because he's here, but these guys are the Snoozorbs. They have 150 HP, and they're pretty bulky, as you can see. And as you might expect, they do not like being woken up. And yep, see, they hit pretty damn hard. But we took care of them. They give a decent amount of experience as well. They have like a 15% chance of dropping red shells, so keep that in mind. But yeah, that's basically all those guys are. And as you can see in the back distance here, based on the map anyway, this is where you'll find like kind of the warp pipe to kind of give you a shortcut throughout the entire area. But let's go over here. We find some items, some red peppers, copy flowers. We get some coins as well. Looks like we're going to need the babies to investigate what's going on here. I thought we were actually done with these areas, but nope. We've got another one to go. Let me just say, it's really, really scary to try to move around here with a control stick. Because remember, this was on the original DS, not 3DS. So the original DS obviously didn't have a thumbstick, it had a D-pad. So I feel like because of that, this game was more made with that in mind as opposed to a thumbstick. No! Oh my god, why'd I jump at the wrong brother? That's so annoying. You can jump with any of the baby bros once the thing appears there, but you do need to at least hit it with the right brother to start with. Okay, get over here, walk down. Ooh, that's a lot of coins. Shame we really don't need coins anymore, because I don't think there's going to be a shop in the rest of this game, unless we just want to, for some reason, go back to the castle and get some stuff. So with that, that's going to give us a block we can use to access the main part of the castle. So let's go down here and see what we can find. Oh, another one of these guys. Yeah, just for fun. Let's see what Mixed Flower can do. $170, not bad. And see, he still kind of tanked that, but it was still just a bit above his HP, so it was still enough to destroy him. And we'll show one more of these fights before we end. Only one guy. Only one spin as well. And see, another thing you gotta keep in mind is, like, I mean, especially if you decide to, like, grind a lot in this castle, like, for me, particularly, since I don't really see the point of upgrading stash anymore, like, you're probably on average going to be getting more strength through your level ups. So you'll be doing a lot more damage as well. Now, of course, I mean, not to say that stash is completely useless, because again, you do get lucky hits through stash. It's just, I don't know, I've never been one to really depend on critical hits. It's not in my nature to do that, because it's always risky. You don't know if you're going to necessarily get them. So we get some bro flowers, some coins, 20 coin, and I believe with that, and if you've been paying close attention to the layout of Peach's Castle, at least in the present day, you'll notice that this map does look familiar. We are essentially in the same location as Peach's Castle. Of course, it's been shroobified to the max, and, well, let's go ahead and get started. We're going to try to explore this as best as we can. We're going to start with this big room on the bottom, because it does have some tree stumps for us to kind of look through here. We also got some more enemies. These snooze orbs again. We'll definitely see them in a bit. I just want to very quickly just kind of check out these first initial areas here. So we got a coin. We get some 1-up supers. Hopefully we can grab this. We do. Perfect. Go in here next. I have a feeling one of these will have probably an enemy fight of some kind. And it's always been the case in these areas. Okay, Ultra Drop. So you can expect to get a lot of really kind of late game items in these areas, and of course you'll get your share of bros items as well, which is always good. The Dire Free badge, I think we've had a copy of that already anyway. Okay, so let's get the gang back together. There's got to be an enemy in here, right? No? Oh, okay, I guess I looked at that already. Well, in that case, I think we looked at all the areas, so now let's get into another fight here. I'm guessing... Oh, there's still another one of these guys. Oh, okay, we have another new enemy, folks. We have another enemy recolor. Did we do damage to it, or they did? I think we did damage to it since it was a yellow number value. So let's go ahead and very quickly mention this guy. This is a soul bubble. So these are powerful variants of the bubble enemies that we found earlier. Not much to really say about them. They're faster, harder to jump on, they do more damage, they have more HP. Typical enemy recolor fashion. They can also drop 1-up mushrooms and 1-up supers as their item drops. So if you need some of those, you can use the kind of the treasure badge strat to make sure you'll get those. But I think we'll just use a mixed flower nuke on all of them just to get them down quickly. They only have 100 HP, so they're not really too deadly. And they're not as, I feel like, tanky as the other enemies that we've had to deal with so far. Wow, we did just enough damage to kill these snooze orbs, by the way. Literally the exact value of damage they needed to be taken down. So there we go, we cleared out this room. Let's go ahead and do a very quick heal on Luigi, I guess. Yeah. I don't feel so bad using an Ultra Mushroom in here because, again, this is where the enemies will be their most powerful, more than likely. So yeah, here we have another one of these little sections where you need to basically hit these blocks and connect them with another thing in the castle. We'll worry about that in a little bit. For now, let's just go ahead and keep moving. See what's in some of these other rooms. Oh, here's one of these. So I guess this will actually be the last one. I thought the one we did in the castle would have been, but nope. It's back for one last hurrah. Only got one more than last time, too. How beautiful. Oh, it's like, hey, there's a toad here. Nope. Okay, I got both enemies in this room. They're both Tanubas, so nothing too extraordinary. I guess I'll just keep going up, exploring the left side, or the right side first. Got another one of these, which we can't really... Well, we could, probably, but I like just kind of clearing out the areas before worrying about that. More Tanubas. Any other new enemies? No. I guess we won't get some of the other enemies until a bit later in the castle, so... I guess that's a little understandable anyway. Okay, baby Luigi gets a level up. I believe power is what we're at now. Ow. Lame. And of course, Baby Mario right behind, and I feel like the big bros will also be getting their next level up soon, too. Maybe Mario getting stronger, though. Okay, no level up with the big bros yet, but that's fine. Let's go ahead and grab this bean. And guess we're going back to the room we started in, so that's... I guess I'll explore the north. Oh, I can't. Never mind. So yeah, I guess we'll explore the other side of this room now. The other side of this floor. Again, it's such a huge floor to go through, though. So many rooms. And let's go ahead and fight these guys again. Oh, here we go. Okay, so we have a Rex. These guys are called the Shroob Rexes. These are enemies that you want to take notice of, because these guys do have one of the hidden equips that are like really powerful, so keep that in mind. So we need to kill him with Luigi. So what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to weaken him a little bit with Mario first. Just so we can get him down close to death level, and then we'll just use Luigi to finish this off with a mixed flower. Assuming I didn't mess up the inputs for this. That should still be good enough. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. That did 500 damage to him. So let's see if we get it. Well, we got Mix Flower, but which is one of his drops, but we didn't get what we were actually looking for, so only got a 1-up mushroom, which is okay. I mean, that's still a good item, but just not the item we were hoping to grab with that. So Mario's going to get a level up. Man, his power is really good right now. I honestly don't even need to time it really much anymore, because it's just really, really good. And see, now Luigi will be up to over 100 power as well. But yeah, those are the first enemies you want to look out for. The equip name you're looking for is the 100-point pants. And again, they're just really, really powerful. And seriously, the experience you start getting from these battles is absolutely insane. You get like, the battle I just did was like over 400 experience, which is a lot. Okay, let's see if we get another... But yeah, it's like 15% you'll get the mixed flower, 15% you'll get the 100-point pants, so... You know, you still have to play with those odds a little bit, unfortunately, but that's just the way it is. Cover Mario there. I'm not going to show every one of those fights, though, but, you know, I'll definitely show a couple of them. So since we have already unlocked the, quote-unquote, the way for this switch right here, I'm going to go ahead and send the babies back. Or actually, hold on. Is this... Okay, yeah, they can get these. Okay, well... Keep you guys here, and we'll walk the other bros to the other switch. Now it seems like we have to do a bit of walking to get back there, but... It's honestly not too bad. When I like first saw this area and I saw like the above rafters and stuff, I'm like, oh my god, this will take like a really long time. But again, I don't really think it's that bad. So that'll create the first beam of light. Now we need to get a warp pipe so we can bring the other brothers back, now that we have lit up the first sets of beacons, I guess. And we still have a couple of more rooms to explore. Maybe some more enemies to fight as well. Seems like these guys have a lot of Rexes with them normally, so maybe we can find them. Okay, I haven't gotten the item yet. I still keep getting like 1-up mushrooms and the mixed flowers, which is a little unfortunate. I think the 1-up mushrooms are from the soul bubbles though, so I guess that does make sense. Okay, so let's see.
Oh no!
Okay, got it. 100-point pants. Finally got a pair of those. So let's go ahead and take a look at that and see what exactly these pants can do. So they're for the babies. And as you can see, they can increase every single stat. HP, power, defense, speed, and stash. These are hands down the best equipment in the entire game. Well, again, the best equipment for the babies. The adults will get their own variations at some point. But yeah, that's what we have to work with here. So I'm going to put this on... I guess I'll just put it on Baby Mario because he's doing more damage anyway. So may as well take advantage of that. He also has lower defense too, so put those on him. And remember, we're only going to get the benefit whenever we do like bros attacks or the piggyback moves and stuff, but still it'll be some nice extra damage to put on for sure, so definitely not going to complain about that.
Let's go.
Got him! Okay, I got both pairs now. Wow, I love how we had like 4 enemies in that fight, and we got a unique item from each of them, and they were 2 copies of them. So that's actually pretty cool. Okay, so there we go. We got all the items from the Rexes, so that's nice. We also get a nice level up too. I'll go ahead and increase some defense for Baby Luigi. That's all we get to increase defense for too. And let's go ahead and equip Baby Luigi's 100-point pants. So both babies are essentially taken care of for the rest of the game. And I know that I could put some different badges on them, but honestly I think they're fine with keeping what they have on, the shroom badges, because when you think about it, like if a bro dies, they're going to be the ones using the life shrooms or the 1-up mushrooms. So I think it makes sense to give them that just so you can get like, you know, a higher benefit from the just normal 1-up mushrooms and don't need to rely on the supers as much. And of course, if they just need to do healing in general, that can be something they can do. So I'm definitely fine with that. I'm fine with keeping that on those guys. So yeah, let's go ahead and move on. At least if we have the Rex enemies, we can just one-shot them with Mario now. I don't need to worry about Luigi attacking. Okay, got a decent defense upgrade with Mario, or Baby Mario, but that's about it for that. Get a bean in here. I think we're good. I want to say we got all the enemies in this room too, but we'll just check to be sure before we make that call. I think we're good there. And I believe this is the other room. We can ah, God. Yay, the big bros are gonna level up now. Nice. Luigi almost at that 100 defense. And imagine when he gets his super powerful equip, he's going to be, I don't want to say unstoppable by any means, but he will be able to defend against a great bit of damage. So yeah, with that done, we're going to very quickly move to the other things we can light up now. Need to go down here, go through here. And I believe that will end up busting this open. So now we need to move towards that. There should also be a warp block in here too. Well, I can hit this with just... Actually, I can't, because that's not a staircase for some reason, even though it looks like it should be. Also, it's a save block. That's a save block, not a warp block. Oh. At this point, I might as well just move them back. Hey, babies. What's up? We quite literally need to bump them up there. So that'll open the door that's in front of us. We have some new warp pipes in front of us as well. Any enemies? Don't see any. Let's go ahead and see where this goes. I want to say this is just going to end up being a shortcut. No, this is actually to the next area. Interesting. Well, hey, much like in Peach's Castle, there is a bean back here, so make sure you grab that. See, as you can see, we're on that second floor of Peach's Castle now. There's not really a lot you can do in this section, so we're probably not going to explore it right now, but we will. I think we kind of have to shortly. Because ultimately we need to make our way through here, because there obviously seems to be something going on over here, but... Okay, I think we do have to go in this place now. Hey guys, this part ran a little long, so I'm going to go ahead and end this video right here. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time when we start exploring the next floor of the Shroob Castle.